Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Andrew. Definitely glad to be here today. I'm going to break down this upcoming game against Girona. Just going to look back a little bit at, to see what happened against Valencia, and kind of look ahead a little bit, towards the rest of the season and moving into the beginning of next season. So, with no further ado, let's get right into it, guys. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Valencia game, and obviously, that it was a victory. We scored 4 goals. Robert Lewandowski managed to get 3, so good for him. Another positive from that was the fact that we scored a free kick goal in something that has been extremely rare since Lionel Messi left the club. The last time we scored one that I can remember, it was Ferran Torres, and that was last season. So it was good to see us scoring a free kick goal. And it's good to see that Lewandowski is getting involved and get a hat trick and all that stuff. That game was very strange. It was strange the way that it was playing out. We made a lot of silly mistakes, especially defensively. The one goal that Ter Stegen caused, I'm gonna forgive that because I see what he was trying to do. He was a little bit too subtle. If he was a little bit more aggressive, he would have gotten that ball over the guy's head, and the outcome would have been different. But that game was just strange, and I feel as though had it not been for that red card to Valencia, maybe it could have been a different story. We probably could have gotten beaten at home or a tie. So, I'm going to leave that game in the past, and I'm going to look forward in a positive way. And so when you look forward to this game, this is a big game. It should not have been this big of a game, to be honest. Because if we were doing what we are supposed to do from the beginning of the year, those games, the Villarreal, the Almerias, and, even Bilbao, and then last game against Madrid, all of those games, had we been doing what we're supposed to do, this game would be rather, a matter of pride, city rivalry and pride and nothing more. But because of, dropped points and poor performances and so on, now this game is actually a big deal because if we win this game, we solidify our spot, not mathematically, but, we are close to doing that in second place for next season, which allows us to play in the Super Cup, which, that's more money and all, and for the club, which is something that we desperately need right now. So it is important for that reason. I think it's also important because of pride. Yes, Barcelona has always been the giants, in the city of Barcelona and, its outlying cities. You think about Espanyol of, previous seasons, and now Girona. Barca has always been the dominant team. And the way Girona played us at the Montjuic last year, and the way in which they've been playing pretty much all season long, it made us look like the inferior team. It made us look like a weaker team. So we need to get up in there and redeem ourselves, right? And so that's now going to lead us into the starting lineup. So for me, I'm going to keep the back line the same way that it has been. Yeah, despite the little shake-up against Valencia, I'm going to keep it the way that it has been. So in the middle of the back, Pau Cubarsí, Ronald Araujo, and then on the right and left, Koundé, Cancelo, right? That's the back line. For the middle of the park, I was leaning more towards Gundogan, Pedri, and Fermin Lopez so that we have that workhorse. But we need a destroyer. We do need someone that's going to break up their midfield flow so that they're not in complete control like they were the last time. So I'm going to have to put Christensen in that holding position once again, see how that goes, make changes later on if necessary. But I'm going to start with Christensen in the hole, and then Gundogan on the right and Pedri on the left side, right? So that's the middle. And then up top, gonna put a little, I'm gonna make things a little bit different this time. So in the center is gonna be Lewandowski again. On the right side, gonna be Lamine Yamal. And instead of Rafinha on the left, I'm going to put João Felix. That way, we have some, Rafinha coming off the bench fresh, eager, maybe for Lamine, maybe for Felix later on. I think we need to have that sort of option coming off the bench. So that's my starting lineup. Now with that, guys, obviously Vitor Roque is not included, and that's an issue, right? I have since gotten the feeling that Xavi does not believe in Vitor Roque, at least not right now. I feel like at the moment he has yet to convince him, and it's obvious in his team selection. I mean, he didn't play at all last week, right? I was looking for him to come in for a little bit, but the problem is it's so crazy because Lewandowski went several games where he underperformed, or just, you know, not as good as he should have been or needed to be. And when you're looking to say, okay, this is an opportunity now for Vitor Roque to get his start and to get in there and do what he can do, then Robert decided to score a hat trick. So, you know, that makes the selection challenging for Xavi if I was in his position, right? Because against Girona tomorrow, we need the strongest team that we can put out there. And at the moment, you have to pick Lewandowski over Vitor Roque. However, at some point in time, I do believe that he should get some playing time, right? The kids, his ability to get into the little pockets and to create space and his movements, it's something to develop. I can see it becoming, you know, serving him and possibly serving us very well in the near future. So we need to get him some playing time. So let's get in there. Let's see what Lewandowski can do. And if he's not firing, kind of like what he did in that second leg against PSG, we need to make the change and we need to be quick with it, right? So that is my starting lineup, guys. And, you know, I do believe that with that, we can have a wonderful game. We got to go in there with the right mindset and the right mentality. Obviously, you're not playing for the title. We're not chasing a trophy, unfortunately, and it's only a few more games to go. But this is an important game. We're playing for pride. We're playing for the club's, you know, reputation. We're playing for money, right? Barca need every penny they can get right now. So we got to take this game seriously. We got to go put on a show. And for me, every single player who gets a chance to put that shirt on from now until the end of the season should be playing they should be pouring their hearts out. They should be leaving it all on the field, right? And so that's what I'm expecting from everybody who plays tomorrow and for the rest of the season. I'm expecting you to leave it all on the field, because that's going to determine ultimately if you're a part of this team next season. And so looking forward to next season, you know, it's a lot of rumors going around about who we're going, you know, who's coming, who's going. Honestly, guys, I'm not getting into it because I've been a football fan long enough to know that these rumors, sometimes there's fire where there's smoke, sometimes there's not. But I like to wait until things are definitive or almost definitive before I really get into it. One thing that I will say though, for sure, if we're going to buy anybody, we definitely need to look in the midfield. We definitely need to look up top on the left flank. And for me, Nico Williams from Bilbao is a great option. So let's see what sort of business we're able to do moving forward next season and what we ultimately get done. But as far as this game goes, this is the next task right in front of us. We need to win this game. I am going to make a bold prediction. Once again, I'm going to say this is going to be a Barcelona 3-2 victory. We need to win. We have goals in us. We're a little bit shaky in the back, but I'm going to go ahead and say 3-2 Barcelona, 5 points above Girona. We're pretty much comfortable for the rest of the season, solidifying second spot. That is my prediction, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are about this game. In the comments down below, let me know if you agree with my starting lineup, if you would do anything different. Let me know what your thoughts are as far as looking forward to next season. Who should we bring? Who should go? I'm definitely looking forward to your comments, folks. So thanks once again for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my little channel as I'm growing. I really do appreciate it. And until the next one, more peace, more love.